Well, hello there, Scorpio. I'm Lady J, and I want to welcome you to Pirate Readings. I want to welcome the one and all of you. If you're new here, I'm so pleased to see you here. Everybody is welcome. My kings, my queens, and my in-betweens. I won't judge you if you won't judge me. All right? Excellent. Welcome again. Let us look at the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. But first, let's discuss this one guiding card we have for you. This is the stone of the week of month for you, Vandanite, which is all about power. You can see she's striking that pose. She's got that warrior pose going on. She is all in on the warriorness, and she's got all that beautiful power coming out of her hands and her sacral chakra. Awesome. She is channeling some good stuff out there. She's going to kick some butt. All right. Like that she's standing in her power and doing all that good stuff. That's awesome. So, like I said, I had the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, which is in the that list, that long, you know what I mean, the playlist. There we go. I got it. Haha. So it's in the playlist. So if you haven't seen it, go on back and check it out. It's good. And then you'll have a better idea what's coming up for the rest of the month. All right. So let's look at these cards. So we have these 3 cards here, and we are going to add some of this, a section of the Alleyman's Tarot, because the Alleyman's Tarot is gigantic. We just take a section of it that's been pre-programmed for you. And yes, I programmed them to give me the section in advance. So there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and put out a few extra cards and see if we can't get some more clarity on this situation. This is the week of the eclipse, so that being said, that's going to be interesting, right? We had a lot of interesting stuff happening last week about getting ready to move forward. It was a good week, but there was some stuff, right? Yeah, there was some stuff. Now, some other stuff is happening here that's quite an emotional situation, all right? So let's look at what we have here. We have some emotional loss, okay? For some of you, it's going to be a job that you really felt attached to. It could be a friend that has walked out of your life, or it could be a relationship that's walking out of your life. Pets, sorry, not wishing that on anybody. I want you to know that you will have feelings, and the feelings are valid, and the feelings are okay. But know that this is a very timely loss, okay? It's happening exactly at the right time, okay? There's this beautiful shell here reminding you that everything is in its exact proper order and headed toward that beautiful light, okay? Like, how can I put this? So, a couple years ago, I had a kitty that was about almost 20 years old. She was relatively incontinent by the time I made the final decision. I had this overwhelming sensation while I was taking care of the business and leading up to the moment when I had to do it, which I was very emotional, very sobby. But the reality of what was happening was I had this overwhelming feeling in my heart that she didn't need to be here for the next phase. Whatever I was going to go towards, she didn't need to be here for it, you know? It would be too much for her. And it turned out that I got my next job. My next thing was me being gone weekends. And it would have been too much for her. Or, for that matter, getting in a car and going someplace different. I took one of my cats, I took my one and only cat now with me on the road. So that was an adventure beyond adventures, and she would not have made that trip. It would not have been comfortable for her in any way, shape, or form. So it was a timely experience, and that's why I'm sharing that with you, is because this shell that's showing up right here tells me that whatever this loss is, as emotional and horrible as it will feel, you will indeed survive, and it's timely, okay? Everything is going exactly as it's supposed to, okay? know that the big guy's got your hands, and he's got you, all right? So this card here is the Four of Wands, showing that there is a marriage of ideas about this situation. There's oftentimes decisions that need to be made after a loss, things that need to be handled, and I want you to know that all the people who are involved in that process are going to have the same thoughts at the same time. It will be an easy conversation. It won't be one of those fights about what to do. It'll all be decided. It'll all be taken care of. It'll all be great. It'll be like a huge meeting of the minds. Oh, you want to do, oh, I was thinking that too. That's going to be said a bunch of times. And then, so everybody will be able to do what they need to do and be on the same page at the same time. There will be some justice that comes out of this. So if something was out of balance prior to the loss, there may be letters found, or something will be found that brings things back into fairness, right? There will be something that is found that brings back fairness. If maybe one kid was not on good terms in the moment, there will be a writing, a journal, something that is found that will clarify the depth of the love and the care that this person definitely had for this kid, and that it will all come back into fairness and rightness, okay? So rest assured, things will work their way out and be clear and right, okay? Yay! There will be good news. Ooh. Now we move on to what's blocking you. Memories of love. It may be difficult for you while you're dealing with this loss to see or remember good times with this person. Don't be mad at yourself. Just know that sometimes that's the case. I've certainly, I've lost a scoundrel or two in my life, work-related and not work-related. They are an ornery bunch, but somehow you manage to find that, yeah, it was hard sometimes to find the good in the loss, right? Or find the good in that person that was lost. So just accept that it's going to show up later and it's not here now. You will remember good things. You will remember good times. Listen to other people. Sometimes it's better to just listen to other people share their experiences, and you'll be like, oh, I remember that. And then you don't have to share a memory of your own, and that's okay. You don't have to share a memory of your own. Perfect. We have the battle here. The battle here shows that the bunny is going to win against the wolf. But we want to know that this is blocked. Having a big fight right now is bad. It's not a good idea. We're having the marriage of ideas. This is where you want to stay. Anything you want to fight about, do it next week, okay? Put this in a pocket and talk about it next week. Don't do it this week. This is not the week for this, okay? This is the big, nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Oops, pardon me. So we want to not do that right now, okay? This is blocked. The argument will not be heard. Nobody will listen to you. There's no joy in that argument, okay? The Ten of Swords is an opportunity for someone to feel their power and feel like they're totally complete and ready to go. And the fact is, this Ten of Swords is saying in this blocked department that you're not in control of the situation. Maybe you're not the boss in this situation. Maybe you're just an attendee. You've been invited to come to the thing, but you don't have to actually be in charge of it. There's some blessings in that, especially if you're having a hard time with the feelings coming through, the good feelings coming through. It's just a situation, okay? And you don't have to be in charge of everything. You're going to find some freedom in that, actually, okay? So appreciate the freedom to wander around and talk to people and have good memories come to you. Since yours are blocked, you just smile and nod and take on everybody else's memories. Fabulous. your heart chakra is your solution, right? So we're going to infuse your heart with as much love and healing energy as you can, right? Carry around green rocks. Do what you can. Add a little bit of pink rocks into your pocket and you'll be okay. This is a really interesting week and an interesting solution card. I want you to focus in on your heart. Maybe you have to do a little work to figure out why this person left such a scar behind. It doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make them a bad person. It's just what they had to carry in and what they had to do, all right? The Ten of Cups is here, showing that there will be a family gathering. There will be people gathered together in love and joy. You will have their support, even if you're not feeling very lovey-dovey about who was lost. That's okay. You'll have emotions. Some of them could be anger and rage. It's okay. I recommend going outside and breaking things. It'll help you. I know. So it's interesting and difficult, but I think that you'll find some solutions in there for you. Okay? Be aware of that. Be clear and concise. Understand that the love of your people will help you and your heart. All right? There will also be interesting information coming out of this thing. There may be an inheritance to be talked about because there's a Page of Pentacles saying that money will be discussed. Some families are just all about the feelies and the money, and they overlap them. They make them into one big thing, and that's cool. I mean, every family is different. Some people are like, we're all emotion and that's it. Don't talk about money. We never talk about money ever. Others are money and love are concise and are integrated. They're not a separate thing, right? So when that happens, that's kind of cool. Other people, it's, you know, everything has its place. So figure out where your people are and what's going on with that. And I think that you Scorpios are going to be the people who have love and money in the same conversation, and it's okay. So excellent. I like this for you. I know it sounds like it's certainly less tough than it was to begin with. I'm glad to see you're going to have some people supporting you through the process. But I can tell you could use a pocket full of rocks. Let's get some. All right. We have sugilite. That's good. We have mangano. We have carnelian. And we have fluorite. So excellent. This is good news. I like that very much for you. We have the carnelian. I feel like we had these three last week, maybe. Carnelian for your second chakra, which will help you with being creative and open to the possibilities. This can also, on occasion, come up here and help with emotions, right? Or help you communicate. If you're feeling like you have no voice, you could put it up there and you would have the voice. Okay, be careful, it comes on strong. So carnelian at the throat should be taken very seriously. But you can also take this fluorite from your throat, and if you're feeling a little too hot in your second chakra, a little too creative, you can cool it right down. Just, everything's cool. You want to calm down hot tempers, right? So if you need to cool down hot tempers, you want to bring that down lower. All right, you can put blues on your second chakra and your third chakra, and it will calm them down. Okay, nice. I like that very much for you. But you're also able to communicate your heart with the fluorite here, okay? Because it's your higher heart and your throat simultaneously. And we have the gushy Bob. Here he is, Mangano. He's back, and he's feeling just so gushy. So even though you're having an emotional loss and you don't remember them maybe in a loving fashion, maybe that's not how they should be remembered, at least not this moment. So, but let your gushy Bob out somewhere along the line. It's okay. You can be emotional. And your sixth chakra is wide open now. Hello. We are able to get in there and do some stuff. I like that you have the Mangano for your heart chakra. That'll help you a lot in your keeping your emotions and remembering that this will give you help you see you and yourself in a loving way, the way the angels see you. Okay, so that's what Mangano really does, or another thing that it does. So it will help you while it brings that to you. It also, well, you see you the way angels see you, you see other people the way angels see other people. So it's pretty gushy, right? And this is the door opener, so you can really hear them. You can hear it and see what they see, all right? So I want you to embrace these stones, and hopefully you'll throw them in your pocket, because, yes, we're going to do justice right here. We're going to be over here and over here. And you want to use your voice right here to be heard, right? All of this, you want to be heard through your emotional loss. And then you want to be over here with your family, communicating and having a good time. Good. I like these very much for you. I'm going to go ahead and set them aside right here. And of course, you don't have to carry these rocks in your pocket. But if you do want to carry them, that's great. But if you want to carry something else, put them in the comments below. Let me know what you're carrying. I want to know. I find it very interesting. And if you, once again, need more information on your personal situation and which rock to carry, ask away. I will help you as best I can. All right? Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. I appreciate y'all so much. You matter to me, and I hope that you'll come back next week, and we will talk then about the 14th through the 20th. Thank you, Scorpio.